So there are like 5 to 6 functions in PHP which provides you an ability to sort your array in various ways. So you can sort your array basically based on the values, keys, and ascending order and descending order like that. So we will gonna take a look all with all those 5 methods which are primitive to the PHP. So for that we have 2 arrays. Both are in the different fashions. So one is the single dimensional array and another one is the multi-dimensional array. So these functions basically work on the single dimensional arrays. So you can see in action right now. So the first function is basically a simple sort function. Sort function takes one parameter, that is your array. Okay. Now once we have the array inside the function, what we have to do, we can just write a print our statement to that, and we can just print the sorted list of this array. Now in this case the array is actually pre-sorted, so we will just change it to some different values. Let's put this a, b, c, and add some more values, that is y. Okay, now let's check out what we got. Refresh, and we got 1 because this particular function has sorted the array and it has returned us 1. So if it is having any error or any problems in the sorting, then it will return you 0 or -1. So this is basically returning you the boolean value. And after that, if you print this array, then you will be able to see those changes which this function has did. Now let's save this one and refresh. Okay, so great. As you can see, our array was actually started with letter Z as a first element, and right now, if you can see, there is a as a first element. So this is a very basic sorting method. Then second, you have as a descending order. So what we have did with this function, we have sorted this array in an ascending order. The second one will be the descending orders. Okay, so now let's just quickly change the parameters or some elements into this array so that we can see the differences basically. Now I'm going to do a little change, that is R. Okay, so just by changing the name of this function, you will get a different result. Rsort basically turns your entire array to a descending order. Okay, so it will check each value within this array and arrange it accordingly and give you the results accordingly. Second, third we have basically sort associative array in ascending order based on the value. Okay, now in this case, if you have a different type of an array, so this is like a list of elements, but if in this case you have something like this, for example, let's say a, and this is actually pointing, so every key is different. Okay, so let's try to do that. So I'm gonna just make a simple list with various types of elements. Okay, now here we can put 3, 4, whatever the numbers which we want. So this will be like totally uh, a dynamic list which we're gonna generate from the database or any other data sources. And after that, we have to just replace a single letter, that is A. So A is actually pointing towards associative array in ascending order according to the value. Okay, so this is basically an associative array, and this is also an example of associative array. So this particular function will work on the both arrays. So this is like uh, a multi-dimensional and single-dimensional kind of a thing. So it is like capable of handling both type of arrays. So first of all, let's check this out, what exactly it does with this A array. So save and refresh. So as you can see, the first element is 1, second element is 3, 4, 5, and 10. But if you notice that it has actually omitted this particular value. Why? Because it actually goes with the data types. Okay, so for an instance, if I just replace with this value, the first element is 0, it should start with 0. Let me refresh. Wait a second. The A value is 0. Let's make it 1 so that we can see some difference. Oh yeah, actually there are like multiple values. It is actually omitting those values as well. So if you have like same values over here. For example, if I just make it as 3 3, so it will sort those based on this. Okay, so this is like a3 and 3. So why it doesn't take this particular first value? Maybe we have did it in a wrong way. Maybe let's put it 1000 and refresh and check it. No, there is a problem with this one. Okay, so let's try to use the same method but with a different array. Okay, so I'm just replace the array name, save, and refresh. Okay, so the first element of this array is a, and we have a list of elements that is 1 2 3. Okay, now let's check this out. First element is a, second is 3. It is something unreadable. Let's make it a little bit readable by uh, printing the array into a pre tag so that we can read it more properly. Okay, so A, Z, O, B, Y. Where are these elements? A, Z, O, B, Y. And yeah, we are printing in a wrong array. Okay, so that's why the output is still similar. Refresh, come on, yeah. So there you can see 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it has actually sorted the entire list and give us the results. Okay. Now, if you want to sort the array based on the key, so only one element, one letter you have to change, that is K. So K stands for key sorting. Okay, key associative arrays. Okay, for example, now let's change the value over here. I will make it Z and B, that will work. So output should be same, I guess. No, actually it will go, yeah, so it will be based on these values. Okay, let me see K. Yeah, it is actually sorting the entire array in ascending order based on these keys. Okay, so that is why the value is still similar. First element is B and second element is Z. Okay, now let's try to sort this array into descending order. For that we have to put AR and just refresh. We should get Z and B as this descending order. Okay, because our the key values are different. So basically the keys are in different way. So that is why we are getting in a different way. Now the last one is um, krsort. Okay. Now what exactly krsort is doing? Krsort is sorting the array descending order based on the key. Okay. Now save this and refresh. Value is always same. Okay, why? Because it is actually sorting the entire array based on the key. Now where exactly the key is this, and where is exactly the value is, this is the value. Okay, so when I say sorting based on the sorting based on the key, then it is actually considering this value and taking this particular list as it is and putting it into the location where it has actually sorted. Now what exactly the confusion might have created over here, that sorting based on the value and sorting based on the key. Now let's quickly do it once again so that we can able to see the difference. Now this particular function is sorting based on value and in descending order. Okay, so let's write it like this way so that we can able to remember it more clearly. Now here we have sorting based on key, and in which format? In ascending format. Okay, sorry. And then this is a sort is actually ascending order with value. Okay, so sorting based on value in ascending order. Okay, so that is also, so A, C, E. Okay. Now the last remaining function is sorting based on which one will be the key and in which fashion, in descending fashion. So it is very clear right now, I guess, that these functions basically are working with the associative arrays. That means it can work with the multidimensional arrays. Okay, and these two functions are basically working with the single dimensional array. Okay, so for that the simple sort method is actually sorting the entire array in ascending order. Okay, and this particular rsort is actually sorting the entire list in descending order. So hopefully this particular entire tutorial is clear, and if you guys having any doubts and any comments, please comment below in this video. And if you like this video, please like and share, and please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon, because I'm gonna upload more videos like this. So thank you for watching. Bye.